Hey Mal, how's it going, buddy?
What's up, Captain IDED? How you doing?
Not too bad, sir, not too bad. How you doing, you scurvy sea dog?
I'm just fine. I'm just fine. So I think we mentioned this on the live stream this week. This is our next co-op game, obviously, and it's a title called Windward by, is it Tasharen Studios? Do you remember the name?
Yeah, I believe you're right on that one, sir. I believe it is Tasharen.
So, what would you say that it is? It's a co-op, not RTS. It's
a bit of a weird one because it's kind of a bit of a sim, isn't it? In essence, because it's kind of a sort of world map simulation, and you're sort of just you don't have to be a pirate. It's up to you, really. Kind of a faction-based co-op, but also you can play versus. It's like I don't know how I'd describe it. It's a very unique title, isn't it? I suppose.
I would say the closest thing to this game that first off, obviously it's a pirate game, or pirate-esque, right? Because you can be a pirate, sailing the high seas, adventure type. But yeah, it's a sim, I think, with RPG elements. And the closest thing that I have played to this would be Sid Meier's Pirates, which was exactly that, a sim role-playing game hybrid, which I loved. And for those of you that are familiar with that, think of this as Sid Meier's Pirates, but with multiplayer and minus the land combat, because you don't actually sword fight or board people's ships in this. So it's almost exclusively things done from the ship, but it's quite fun. And we thought we would do a Let's Try series of this, so here we are. So what did you want to do first, IDED? Were we gonna jump into the combat thingy?
Instance, yeah, I think we'll do some instances to start off with, just because it's a little bit slow-paced as a game to start off with. It's one of those, it's the nature of what it is, though, I suppose. It's going to be slow-paced when you're starting out. So I thought if we do like a combat instance, that'll help us level up a little bit faster.
Yeah, we can level up a little bit.
More action for the first episode.
Agreed.
So,
and then that way, too, we can buy some upgrades and ports and stuff and show people kind of how the stats work and stuff.
Exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to host a combat instance now, and you should see on your chat bar, it will have a thing to join. If that hasn't come up, let me know, and I should be able to send you a invite.
Hasn't yet.
All right, then no worries. What I believe I can do is I can click on here and click invite, and then it should show up now.
Click to join.
Excellent.
Yeah, Tasharen Entertainment. We were right. I think we were anyway. All right, now, are we near each other? We are.
Yes, we should be. So
we got
on this combat instance, basically, this is segregated from the world map. This isn't actually going to influence what's happening in the main world that we were previously in. But it does allow us to quickly go through some of the basics, and we can sort of get through doing some killing of pirates, taking ports, all the stuff that you would generally do in the main world map, but just in this little segregated zone. So that's the basis of what we're going to do. So I suppose if we head out, so do you want to team up to head out, or should we split up and try and find things that way?
Oh, no. Let's just go together. Let's go together.
There's a pirate already, so let's get him. Good. Oh, and I'm
now you do have special abilities down at the bottom, like reckless volley is pretty much all we have right now. All right, I'm gonna slow down here. Try to back it up. Oh, this guy's going down. Yeah, that wasn't really a problem. So these other guys with the lions and they're red or whatever, they have the lions on their sails. These guys are on our side. And anything that's faction controlled with red is on our side too. Now this lighthouse is contested. Let's open that up because you can see here on the map it's black. So to take it back, you basically just hang out in that little area. So we've captured that back. That'll give us vision.
Yeah, so we can see more on the map, which is in the top corner.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, more pirates. Now there is the option of keyboard or mouse controls on this, which is kind of unique.
I kind of use both at the same time.
I find I do, because space is so much quicker for stopping.
Yep. WASD controls your sails.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one.
Reckless volley.
There we go. Down he goes. All right, so let's capture this lookout tower.
Okay. And then at some point we'll need to go get some repairs. Or repairs free in here, I don't remember.
I believe they're free at port, but they're not out at sea. They actually cost you inventory. Look at us all smashing the hell out of this little tower. 5 boats, and he's still taking a good beating, isn't he?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one tough little tower.
Alright, so if we then hang around in this area, we'll capture it.
I don't know if they can see it. I hope they can. There's like a little, I don't know, like a little circle transparency there, which you kind of gotta hang in. And it's the same thing if you're doing, there we go. Oh.
I'm gonna repair the tower as well.
Are you? I'm gonna repair myself. You need to repair yourself too. You're kind of beat up, dude.
Yeah, I will. Right. There we go. So by repairing that tower, it now means it's on our side and it will do damage to enemy ships. And there's a port around the corner. So let's go capture that port. We'll let them guys handle that.
Lead-infused ammo.
Guy just spawned there. Oh, I'm too close to use my reckless volley.
I wasn't paying any attention. Alright, working on that tower.
I'm being broadsided by all sides. I need to move. Oh my goodness.
Are you getting beat up over there?
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Alright, I'm coming. I'm almost done with this tower. Oh, come on, you bastard tower. Go down. There we go. Alright, I'm en route.
I'm capturing the port as well, so they can't respawn here.
Oh, I just rammed into that one. That was kind of ugly. And not at all smart, actually, on my part. Moving away. Moving away. There we go.
I'm being cheeky and letting everyone else fight the battles whilst I just capture the town.
Did you get it already?
I'm part way there, but I think I might be interrupted because they're coming for us. Gotta take out this bigger ship.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I almost crashed.
There we go, there he goes. And
there we go.
To finish capturing this town.
That's good, because I need repairs like in the worst way.
Yep. Yeah, you're looking at a wee bit damaged there, man.
Right? So as you can see, I'm getting free repairs here in town. Oh man, they're coming in again? Jeez,
they
man.
Want their port back, don't they?
I guess so. Well, as soon as we get a breather, I'm gonna buy some stuff at this town so we can show people stuff. And there's another one coming in.
Oh,
wow.
Another one. They really want this port.
Well, they can't have it. They need to go away.
Yeah, you should have stayed in port.
There we go.
Right. There we go. So
all right.
Click on the thing. Let's see if there's anything here to...
Is there anything worth buying? No.
No.
Not really.
That's fine. At least we captured it, which means this port is now ours. It takes us a step closer to winning this instance.
Alright, so what we can do talents, because we should have earned enough XP for that, right? Yeah.
Hopefully so, yeah.
Yeah, it's at least first tier, so you can do things like reinforced hull, reinforced sails, you can increase your gunnery training, you can increase how quickly that you turn, your mobility, and then also too, something that we haven't talked about is diplomacy. So diplomacy will like reduce the cost of goods in port. It also doesn't it affect the efficiency of the crew too?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure though, so don't quote me on that. Gonna take out this other pirate. Who
on my way.
Thinks he's a big guy.
Stay back, you beetle rat.
Oh, my cannons are falling a wee bit short.
There we go.
There we go. Right, there's another one just south of us.
I think I'm gonna grab I think I'm gonna grab sail upgrades first.
Fair enough. I've gone for reinforced sails and reinforced hull just to help me with my survivability for a little bit.
And while we're beating up this tower, so I picked up this sail embroidery so I can change the look of what's on my sail. And then you have all these different things you can upgrade. You can upgrade your captain, you can upgrade your crew, you can upgrade type of ammo, weapons, sails, the hull, all kinds of things. So as it progresses, got another target here. As it progresses, it actually gets kind of complex because you'll sort of specialize your ship. And as you get like bigger ships and what have you, like sloops of war and whatnot, then your talents will kind of fall in line. So you start becoming kind of, like I said, kind of specialized. So maybe like last time we were playing this, IDED's guy, his crew plus his ship, he was more kind of a brawler. Like he could get up really close and just blast the crap out of him. And my ship was really fast and I had long range guns. So he'd get in close and blow them apart, and I would basically pelt them from range.
Yeah.
That worked relatively well.
Them. Yeah, exactly. It was really good, to be honest, because it means you were faster to sort of get in there and get out to sort of do sort of bombing runs, I suppose you could call it. Whereas I was more of a standstill and just beast them for as long as I could before dying.
I'm gonna go get some repairs. Beat up. That's right, I'm sailing backwards, because I can do that.
Yeah, I do think it's weird you can reverse.
Yeah, well...
But I assume it's just because obviously you can get too close inland and then you'd have nowhere to go, so to speak.
I'm gonna check the town, see if he's got anything at all. No, he really doesn't. Oh, but here's the different ships. So you've got Sloop, which is our current ship. Sloop of War, you've got a schooner, you've got a brigantine. Is there anything past brigantine? I did.
I believe it depends on the town. You have to get the bigger towns. So, because obviously you can do missions for each town, quests and stuff, which actually help the town become bigger, which will mean it will have more different types of ships, etc., available to you. So there may well be bigger ships, but it's just until we see
I got a 4-star guy on my tail, by the way, and I'm running from him and I'm coming towards you, and he's chasing me.
All right. I don't know how good I'm going to be as help. I'm currently dealing with a tower and some other people.
Well, let's finish off your target. Okay, here we go.
Oh no!
Repair. I'll try to keep him.
I can't repair.
Here, let me see if I can draw a fire. Pull out of there. See, this is why he builds his ship that way, because he's all about just he won't retreat. IDED is fearless in this game. He will not retreat.
It's not about retreating. It's all about sending them to Davy Jones's locker.
I guess so. These little crates and stuff in the water, they generate for both of us. Like, I can't see the ones that generate for him, and likewise. Oh, jeez.
Right, I'm gonna have to run at this point.
Yeah.
My health's way too low to deal with this guy. Oh my goodness, and there's another guy.
Go north then. Go north. I'll try to keep him busy, and then I'll follow you.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
You might. Here, let me see. I might be able to draw fire. I did. Run.
Oh my goodness. I'm so low on health.
Run, I did, run!
Even at full sail, I'm not very fast at this point in time. And there is just combat going on everywhere.
Alright, I got rid of this bastard. That's one down. Let me work on the other one. Oh, this guy's about to have a bad day. 3 ships and a tower shooting at him. Yeah, he's going down. Yeah, there you go. There you go, sweet cheeks. Have a nice day.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go to port, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll meet you up there. I'm pretty beat up after that too. Now, we just jumped right into a combat instance, so remember too, folks, we are not even remotely, like... we don't actually technically have any ship upgrades. We have some talent upgrades, which are separate from the ship upgrades. Yeah. So to access ship upgrades, you go into your inventory, and then you buy things to replace things like your hull, or your captain, or what have you. I think I can... well, I don't know, I'm kind of hurt. Why don't you work on that guy, and I'll go to port. Or I can run into the land. Always helpful.
Now he's going down.
Alright, there we go.
The end of him. Alright, so if you get yourself repaired, then we can head out. And we can try and take over the southern part of the map, I believe, is the next sort of stop on our waterway.
Still nothing to buy at this little crappy port, right? Yeah.
No, I don't think it changes what's in stock unless we sell them stuff, basically. But no, yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Let's see.
Going to fire some guns.
You want to go? You said south, take over the other town.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
No, you hornswaggler me, buddy.
I like the little sharks and stuff in the water. That's pretty awesome. Okay, we got some action here. Got some action. Yeah, that guy's going down. There we go. Get that other one squared away?
Yeah, he's trapped. And he's down.
Nice. Good job.
I was trying to remember to pick up these crates of goods and stuff that they drop.
Yep. That's why I just was sailing north a little bit to pick up the little bit of stuff. I just don't like it when they're close to the coast, because I seem to always... Okay, I managed to not hit the coast that time, but generally speaking, when they're real close to the coast, I hit the coast. You can do repairs while you're out, like this, but it does cost you resources. And
yeah.
So down here on your inventory screen, it'll say gold, it'll say wood, it'll say stone, and it'll say black powder. You need all those resources to make your ship kind of function. You never really want to run completely out. It's a bad deal.
Yeah, running dry is a bad situation to be in. Actually, I think I'm running dry on wood at the moment. I can't repair my ship on my mouse, so I've got to capture this next port, really.
Alright, let's take this.
Oh no.
That's alright,
that's why
we're okay.
Because that guy's there. Oh, I'm going to move forward a bit just so I'm not shooting you. I believe there is friendly fire, unfortunately. If the cannonballs hit your allies, they do as much damage as they do to an enemy. And that guy's down. Alright, then we can carry on capturing this. There we go, so we've captured that.
Okay,
I'll
go ahead.
Resources to repair it.
I'll repair it.
Nice. And then that basically aids us in our fight. So if we encounter another baddie, we could then bring him back to here to have the lookout tower do damage.
Like this guy that's about to show up as we're both wounded? Oh, that was nice. Yeah, sail right in between us. Smart move, pirate. Smart move.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just wait to the last second when we were really close and then just hit him with the full volley.
Can you repair it all now? Do you have enough wood?
No, unfortunately not.
I think it's silly that you can't give stuff to your teammate.
Yeah, I suppose the only way to do it is you'd have to sort of throw it overboard or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would think that wouldn't be too tough to do, though.
Alright, I'm thinking I'm hoping there's another town down here, you see.
Well, there
and we
was...
can take it and then
Repair?
use it to get repairs. Yeah. That was the concept I was going with anyway. I'm not too sure that's going to work out. There it is. Haha.
Alright, you go in. Alright, you go in close. And I'll stay kind of on the edge so that I can, you know, go after anything that's going to come shoot at us.
Sounds like a plan. There we go. So we're battling for Faranshire. I know it's a bit of a pity, isn't it, really, that it doesn't show us the combat. It'd be cool to see the guys fighting on the docks and stuff, but...
Well, that's why I was saying it was like Sid Meier's Pirates minus the land combat, because in that one, you would do this, then you'd have like a land battle, and then it would end with you like fighting whoever was in charge of their forces there in a sword fight. Which I have to say was pretty cool.
There's some better sails there, and there's a serious crew there.
Okay. Fancy chest. Right. Let's see, cargo. Let's see, items.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some wood, I expect.
Huh. I don't see them having anything for sale. Why am I not seeing this?
Oh, maybe I'm looking in the wrong bit. Oh no, I think this might be what I've picked up when I've been out sailing. Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah, okay.
I'm getting confused.
Alright.
That's good then, because that means I can equip this stuff. Slightly better than what I've got.
So, fancy chest.
And salvage my old crew for XP.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna sell my fancy chest. And... ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and equip that. And I'm gonna salvage that. So now I've got that flame sail there. That's right. Woo woo!
Unfortunately, I can't afford the wood they've got in town, so I am gonna have to keep coming back to town to repair. But at least we can see there's no other sort of towers or anything else in the immediate vicinity, so...
Well, I say we wrap this one up here and continue in the next one.
No, that sounds like a plan.
Alright, I'm gonna head over here and grab this stuff real quick, so give me a second here. Stuff to pick up. There's also a bunch of ships this way. If it cuts through, which I'm not sure. I think it does? Think we can go up and around over here?
Well, if not, we've got the explosive barrels which allow us to destroy the land.
Destroy the terrain, right. Okay. Well, I think this way. I don't know if we'll be able to get through up there or not. Anyway, for myself, Captain Mal, and Captain IDED, thank you for joining us for this Let's Try of Windward. We're going to play this, well, for a while, I would think, and see how far we can progress. IDED, what do you think?
Yeah, I think we'll do
it. It's a fun little game, right?
Yeah, exactly. It is. It's a good laugh. Boom! Look at that.
So we can...
remember, guys.
We can get through here.
Thumbs up for a bottle of rum.
Thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon. We'll see you later.
See you later, guys.